Hi, good day. My name is Jorg Pfutzner. I'm a sommelier. I live since 10 years in South Africa, and that's my second time of the Nederburg Auction selection panel. And it was a very interesting exercise. I think we were more rigid than 2 years ago when I participated, and I hope this will be reflected in the result.
Any particular highlights for you, Jorg?
Yeah, we were just talking about it. I thought for me very impressive was there were some really high spikes of Pinotage and Port. There was some.
Hi,
some good stuff.
I'm Richard Kershaw and I'm tasting for the first time on the selection panel for the Nederburg Auction. I'm a winemaker out in Elgin and a master of wine. So for me the last 2 days have been interesting in the sense that we've had some very good wines. Some areas which I thought were showing well were Pinotage, as I say, good peaks, and unfortunately a few troughs. I thought the Muscadels and Ports category were very strong. Some of my strongest scores certainly in that area. The Cabernets were a little bit off sorts, a little bit disappointing, and the red blends were unfortunately good, but still a lot of heavyweight, big, thicker peg wines,
Over extraction.
Over extracted and slightly, interesting to taste perhaps, but very difficult to drink. And the ultimate point for me is certainly that the wines have to be drinkable. And it would be lovely to get some more medium weight wines rather than just heavyweight blockbusters.
I think white wines were very good yesterday. There was a flight of Chardonnay and white Bordeaux blends. That was very expressive.
I thought the white Bordeaux blends were certainly very good. Some of the Chardonnays still exhibit sort of that slightly old style, a lot of dark yellow colours, but then there was a few exceptions which shine through.
Good. And the process of judging and tasting blind, did that work for you?
Oh, perfect, yeah.
Yeah, I think it works well. I mean, I think the one thing certainly which I suppose unfortunately is something we are straddled with for the next foreseeable future is that there were still far too many corked wines. I think one of the sessions today there was nearly 5 or 6 wines in a lineup of 37. But I suppose until that sort of evens out, maybe in 10 years when we get a little bit better corks and perhaps more screw caps or other alternatives like Vinyllock, will that kind of pan out. But that was certainly a problem. And also for me, some of the wines still, clearly. I have no issues with sulphur or low sulphurs or anything, but there's still wines that seem to have been bottled with so little sulphur they're just flat, and whilst not completely oxidised, they are extremely uninteresting to taste. And they taste more like it's almost like drinking a bowl of soup, more than drinking a glass of wine.
Thank you.